Situated in the center of town is a cobbled square covered by market stalls and bustling with trade. Here, Greenmarket Square continues to serve its original function as a center for trade. During the 1700s, the square started to develop naturally when the Dutch East India Company's garden, developed and run by the region's first European settlers, made use of the garden's provided fertile ground to grow fresh produce to replenish ships rounding the Cape. Those tending to the gardens brought some of the excess produce from the garden to be sold at the square. Soon afterwards, surrounding farmers and freed slaves at the time followed suit and brought their own produce as well as goods and services down to sell at the square. Greenmarket itself was a kaleidoscope of the life of the town. The square began as the business center where buying and selling took place. Wagons and carts stood there for hire, and their tariffs were fixed by municipal regulation. During the late 1700s and early 1800s, during the British rule, a load conveyed 792 meters by wagon, or half a mile, would cost a person 10 British cents, and the price for a cartload for the same distance would only set you back 7.5 British cents. On the southwestern side of the square, the trained workmen, messengers, and porters waited to be hired. Porterage fees were also laid down, 2 cents to carry a letter or parcel not exceeding 22.7 kilograms in weight for no further than 792 meters, and twice that cost for 1.6 kilometers. In the late afternoon and towards the evening, when the hubbub and bustle had subsided, the square became the promenade of people clad in expensive clothing, and some could be seen being carried around in smart sedan chairs by their slaves. At the turn of the 1900s, the square gradually began to lose its picturesque quality. A new city hall built opposite the parade ground several blocks away replaced the one that had been in use in Greenmarket Square for over 144 years. Activities were then transferred to the parade instead. With the introduction of the motor car, Greenmarket Square became a bleak, uninteresting car park, and would have remained such if the square had not been declared a national monument by the City of Cape Town in 1961 for its lengthy existence within the city. And so Greenmarket Square was returned to its original use, once again bustling with trade and selling of art, crafts, and curios. Apart from the signature atmosphere of buying and selling, which dominates Greenmarket Square, is another iconic part of the square, a building now known as the Old Townhouse. The foundation stone for the original building was laid in 1755 by one Barent Artius, a member of the Court of Justice at the time. As the city expanded during the period, the settler population decided it was needed to establish a burgher council, or citizen council, and a burgher watch to act as a faction of security, protection, and law. Originally, these civic bodies met in the thatched roof houses which occupied the same premises as this new building, which was ready for occupation in 1761. These premises were in use as the Burgher Council premises till 1804, when A.J. de Mist, the general of the Batavian Republic, presented their coat of arms to the citizens of Cape Town. This coat of arms hung above the doors onto the balcony. In place of the figure of justice, from this time onwards, the Old Townhouse, as it is known today, was used as the center for civic affairs until the City Hall along the side of the parade was completed. When no longer used for civic purposes, the building of the Old Townhouse fell into disrepair, the interior being partitioned into a rabid warren of small rooms, until one Sir Max Michaelis donated his collection of 17th century Dutch art to the public. It was then decided that this building would be the perfect location to house his collection. A visit to the square could lead to the discovery of a gem or two.